Hi and welcome, incoming sixth grade families. This is my digital meet and greet. I'm Mr. Molinari and I am the sixth grade social studies teacher. I'll have about half of your guys' kids. I just want to go over a couple things about me and introduce myself, and then a couple things about what my class is going to be all about and how to stay in contact and up to date with what's going on in class for your student next year. So we'll just dive right into it. And here's a couple things about me. I am a proud pet owner of a dog and two cats. This is my cat Pawnee, and we have Deja over here as a little pup, and then we have Winston down here. As you can see, sometimes they're a little much, and but the most time I love them, and they're awesome and they're amazing. This is my wife Alyssa. We've been married for about 2.5 years now. We got married August 10th, and we're celebrating our anniversary coming up soon. I have my brother and my sister, Mitch and Kelsey, right here. We're very close. They both live in Colorado. Kelsey's up in the mountains, and Mitch is down in Denver, and we hang out all the time. You can't see it down here, but I'm connected to all three of our Colorado schools. My wife went to CSU, and I spent a lot of time in CSU, lived there for about a year. I went to CU originally and then transferred to UNC to get my teaching degree there. I am a big nerd. I play video games. I watch Star Wars. So I'll be talking to your kids a lot about that stuff. And I'm from Chicago, so Blackhawks, Bears, pizza, beef, anything Chicago, I'm going to be talking about all the time. I'm always looking for pizza recommendations. I always ask my incoming parents for a recommendation for pizza because I cannot find good pizza in Colorado. I know there's a Giordano's that opened up in Denver now, but it's okay. I've got a lot of suggestions, but I haven't quite found the best Chicago style pizza. So if you have anything, let me know. Tell your kid, shoot me email. I'm always looking. For social studies, we're going to be going over four main pillars of social studies next year. We'll hit on history of the Western Hemisphere, so North and South America, and we're going to study ancient civilizations to modern times, go over current events and things like that. So we'll start off with like the Aztecs and the Maya and the Inca, and we'll go into what their civilizations were like, and then we'll start with European exploration and how Europeans started colonizing this area and possibly up into Jamestown and the early Americas. It will also talk about human and physical geography. We'll go over basic mapping skills, but then take it deeper. How do humans interact with the environment, and how does it have an impact on us, and how do we have an impact on it? We'll team up with the social science and social studies. We'll team up and we'll have a climate change debate, and we'll go over several things with geography. With civics, we'll go over what it means to be a citizen and kind of how the government functions. But we're also going to be in an election year this year, so we'll stay up to date on that and kind of go over how the election works in different branches of government and stay current with that. And we'll also go over economics, basic savings, investing, globalization, and different economic systems like command, controlled, free, different kinds of economies there. We're also going to do a lot of the economic side on our field trip to International Town, if hopefully that still happens. I always have a lot of concerns with what's the homework going to be, so I just thought I'd go over it right now. Generally, in social studies, there should not be much homework. The only homework that would happen is if there was unfinished classwork or if someone was absent. We'll have some projects, but most of the projects should be able to finish at home. And then if there's a test, just studying and being ready for those tests. If you are a parent that wants to stay in the loop and know what's going on in my classroom, there's several different ways that you can stay up to date, depending on if you want daily updates or weekly updates or even longer than that or somewhere in between. One of the best ways is we'll be using Google Classroom, and I can get you signed up through your email, and it will send you a daily or weekly blast just giving you an update on what has happened and what is due. We're going to be using something called Classcraft as well that you can sign up with, that your student will be using to it gamifies the classroom, so students make a character and kind of go through quests as their assignments. But one of the best ways is just to email as well. We'll get back to you within one business day if you have any questions or need any assistance with anything. Okay. We are planning on doing our International Town trip. That's our big social studies field trip for the year. If you are familiar with Ameritown that your students might have went to in 5th grade, it's kind of like that. We usually take 16 parent volunteers, so if you're interested in coming, let us know. It is usually around $23, and lunch is not provided there, so students will just need to make sure they bring their own lunch. It is super fun, super awesome. Each student is part of a different country, and they have a different task and responsibility, and then they get to travel and wear costumes and spend money and buy things and kind of see how a world economy works. And then there's also going to be an economic disaster that they'll have to solve and figure out a way to work together to figure it out. And one last thing, this is what a Google Classroom update might look like. So if you sign up for Google Classroom, you'll get this kind of weekly update on all the Google Classrooms. So this is a way to keep up with my class and others. And here's how Classcraft works. Some of your students might be familiar with Classcraft. Basically, students kind of make their own character and they work with other people, and then they complete assignments through quests. So these are some things to look forward to coming up in 6th grade. But it's going to be exciting. I hope to see you soon, hopefully in August, and we'll start the school year awesome. Thank you. Have a good one, guys.